So TRVL, I posted an X post today. So I just wanted to kind of celebrate or share what I've been doing for the last year. And it's December now, so I've been doing this for an exact year now. So it's a real celebration, I think, for me personally, because I'm on this kind of personal journey of blogging. Yeah, so this my YouTube channel is a little bit of a blog, and especially this, I've called it the Dtravel Diaries, TRVL, and I started this blog about a year ago. So if you scroll all the way down, you can see I started all the way back. It says 11 months ago, but it's actually a year ago when I started this whole YouTube channel. Effectively, I didn't create TRVL videos at the beginning, but if you go back to my my live videos, oops, which is what I started with. Let's go to my first live video. Oldest, let's go to the oldest. See, a year ago, started off really noobishly, as you do, like you just start and you go, like who gives a shit. You just got to go for it. The sound quality's bad, everything's bad. Just getting a hang of streaming and YouTubing and stuff. I've left it up there, live episode 1, my first episode. It's a rubbish. I mean, don't watch it, but it's a bit of a celebration for me. I did that. Does it give me a date? Yeah, 6th of December. See that? Streamed live was 6th of December 2023. So today is the 1 year, or yesterday was the 1 year anniversary. Today is like the 1 day and 1 year anniversary of my YouTube channel. So I just wanted to, it's quite interesting because here I'm just looking at TRVL and on my YouTube channel here, look, you see that? And back then I had TRVL exactly the same time, breaking out from this from this some kind of trend line. It was a GAN, I think it was a 2-1 GAN fan, and look where the price was. We were kind of breaking out at 3.2 cents. Can you imagine? We were back there exactly a year ago. We were here at 3.2 cents, and we were breaking out on TRVL. So since then, thank you, Alexander Lensby, appreciate that. So since then, he's basically saying congratulations, thank you. I really appreciate it's a bit of an effort doing YouTube. It takes a lot of energy out of you. I didn't realize that when I started. I've also created a playlist, and like I said, this is my main blog. It's called the Dtravel Diaries. People like, I mean, why TRVL? Well, it's not the, like, the volume is crap, the liquidity is low, it's a micro cap. The project, I think, is sound, so it's based on the project, and I've met all the people, and as far as I can tell, they're on the right track. Okay, doesn't mean that they're perfect. No one in this world is perfect. There's, you know, so we kind of collectively come together to make things, we try and make the world a better place, and try and improve aspects of everything, really. But I've been doing this blog, and I've got 190 videos. So I posted today on my X account today. Oh my god, it's so slow in loading. What's going on here? This is it. I've been tracking the price action of TRVL daily, my journey to 190 videos. So I've done 190 videos on TRVL. Fuck me, that's a lot, huh? That's too much. Capturing every twist and turn. Well, AI wrote this on my YouTube channel. If you're all about spotting the next big disruptor in the travel industry, I really believe that. Think Airbnb but better. And so really that sums it up. Think Airbnb but better. Then you need to see this. Do your own research, but you can come and join me in what I'm continuously doing, which is chronicling the rise of what could be the next unicorn in crypto. And that's kind of what I've been doing as a personal kind of blogging adventure, taking journaling and blogging the price action of this decentralized, this DAO, which is basically trying to take on Airbnb. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm not paid by them. They haven't paid me a penny ever to make a video. They haven't incentivized me. If anything, they've ignored me. It's really crazy, but it's true. You'd be surprised that I'm saying that, but if anything, they've done the opposite. Whereas other communities have like pushed and promoted my videos, and I've only done one. Hardly any of my videos get shared or retweeted by Dtravel, even though I've been doing this as a personal kind of a personal adventure, actually, personal kind of quest. So this is just for fun, really. But that being said, I do have TRVL. And that's my payday. So in the future, if TRVL does eventually get it to where it could, or where I think it will, then actually that's how I get paid, really. I get paid in the bull market as everyone else. And so that's kind of why I never ask for people to give me money. In fact, if people want to give me money, I'm not going to say no, I thank you. But at the same time, go and buy crypto, make your money, fix your life. And then if there's anything left, you can tip me if you want. That would be appreciated. And I'll just appreciate that. It doesn't make any difference to me. So yeah, so this is quite interesting. So exactly a year ago on TRVL, we were trying to break out of this trend line. And so let's just quickly zap to it right now and have a look at it. It's quite interesting, isn't it, that happened a year ago. And look at where we are. And so first and foremost, 1 year on, the price of TRVL was at 6.4 cents, whereas it was breaking out at 3.2 cents. So we're 100% increase in value in the last year. So I can confidently say that no one has lost money following me on TRVL. It's true, right? Because when I started, I've been bullish on it. No one's lost money. Kind of, you could argue, well, yeah, some people bought the highs and they lost money. But I mean, my dare I say advice, it's not financial advice, but my strategy has always been to dollar cost average on a time-based approach. So if you did that, you wouldn't have lost money, because your dollar cost averaging on a time-based approach would have definitely given you a price lower than where we are now. Definitely 100%, because I started doing this at 3.2 cents, and on a time-based approach, there's no way that your average position would be higher than where we are now. It's impossible. Okay, if you just bought the same amount of TRVL on a weekly basis, you would be in profit right now. Just a fact. Just looking at the charts, it's just a fact. Yeah, there's no way you would be at a loss. And actually, most people, what they do is they're more aggressive with buying at the lows, and they're less aggressive at the highs. So actually, most people would be in handsome profit. That's the first thing. The other thing that's quite interesting is that I've got this higher time frame trend line, and exactly a year later, we're breaking out. It looks like we're breaking out, isn't it? Some kind of, this is a very messy trend line, isn't it? And it's more of a band than an exact line, whereas the other, last year we were looking at specifically we were looking at some kind of, oh, this isn't it, I've lost it, but it doesn't matter. We were looking at again a 2-1 fan. So I think if I go back to that analysis from last year, I don't have it because it's obviously from last year. I would have deleted it. I'm guessing it was something like this or this. I'm guessing it was something like this. This 2-1 fan. No, it wasn't. I'm not 100% to be honest with you. I can't remember. Oh, it could have been this one, the 3-1 here. That was it there. Look, this is it. So taking it from the start of the launch, from the all-time high down to this first pivot low here, this 1-to-1, that gave us exactly a year ago here at about the 6th of December, somewhere here. I'm just being very rough here on the 3-day time frame. You can see that we're breaking out of this line. That's kind of when I started streaming, when we're breaking out of this kind of GAN fan. What's interesting is that a year later, the price of TRVL is 2x the price of last year, and here we are. Look, we're breaking out of another trend line. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. There's a little bit of synergy going on here. I've been talking about how this is really bullish. What we're experiencing here is really bullish, and so far so good, right? Well, you're looking at this. The only thing that people are worried about is low volume. Yeah, but I don't think you should be really at this time. There's a little bit of hesitation for big players to come in at these prices at this volume. So sometimes it takes time for people to accumulate. So you've definitely got interest here because you've got this higher lows. See that? This rounding bottom. And you've got this massive 5.5 fib level, this 236, which was perfectly back tested here. And now you can see that this local volume, we've flipped the point of control here into support, and we're flipping the value area into support. This whole volume area, we're flipping the value area here into support. You see that? So as far as I can tell, the sentiment is bullish. This is bullish for me. Confirmation would be another move to take the highs. When we were coming down here, remember what I said in one of my videos? This is a great place to buy. Okay, I actually called it, not financial advice, but I actually took the trade and I printed it on my YouTube, and I even made a video out. I made a video of it somewhere here. Hold on, where is it? I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know. I'll have to go back to all of them and try and figure out which video it was. But if you're following me, you would have known. That would be your impulsive move. You got kind of a... Is that it? No, that wasn't it. It was after. Let me see if I can find it. That wasn't it. This is it. I think this is it. If I can't find it, I can't find it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have prepared and planned, and then I can just show you. Oh, here it is. I even named it correctly. Look, rounding bottom and holding. Look at this. See, look. TRVL ready to go up. Rounding bottom and holding support. Look. There, look where we are. So, let me kind of full screen it. Look at that. 5.7 rounding bottom and ready to go up. I just basically told you this is a good place to buy. Just based on my experience of this token. I explained to you what was going on. Okay. I even created a little trade plan. if people took the trade, I actually bought. That was my only TRVL buy in this range. There, look at that. Up. We have to flip it and then up. That was the trade plan I gave. I gave that 10 days ago, right? So 10 days later, look where we are. Okay. And so to be fair, this was the rounding bottom here, wasn't it? That was when I called it. It didn't just go straight up and up. It's actually tried to go up, reject, come back down, and now we're trying to go up. So it's kind of done it a little bit differently. But the essence or the spirit of what I was saying was correct. This was the right place, just based on everything that I've experienced with this token. So right now, if anyone took that trade, you're up 12%. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. But I think this structure is showing real promise. And I think once we start moving, we're going to really start moving quite fast. Okay, I don't know how it's going to be, but I imagine that we're going to go up to the next fib quite quickly. Yeah, I don't really imagine that there's going to be crazy resistance here. Just in the way the price has moved down like that. This was a massive area that needed to be flipped into support. It was a reclamation of a big of higher time frame fib level 5.5. So, and also we're underneath this there's some kind of imaginary trend line, a historic one that has resisted the price since February 22. So there's no way that we were just going to break through that area in a straight line. This had to happen. The price action that we're experiencing needed to happen. We needed to reclaim 5.5. For me, this is acceptance in a new range. The range is here, and that's a sign of strength. And also coming into this higher time frame trend barrier takes time to get through. It's consolidation underneath resistance. We haven't gone down, we're going up. We're putting in higher lows. It looks like it wants to go up. So honestly, even though I've marked off higher time frame liquidity levels, and I have somewhere in my list, I've obviously done this in the past. I've marked them off. There's a big daily level, monthly level at about 8 cents, 9 cents, and then 10 cents. Those are your next kind of areas of resistance. So going up, 9 cents, 10 cents, these are your two areas of resistance going up. And in terms of the waves, well, look, I've been calculating or mapping the waves out, haven't I? And let's have a look at those quickly, just to kind of give a little recap of what's going on here. Let me just delete all of this stuff that I've created. Oh my God, this is taking too long. Fixed range, we can get rid of that now. EW, is that the one? That might be it. So this is the 2. Where does the 3 begin? Have we already begun? I'm not sure. We'll know when it happens. I'm looking for impulsiveness. You could argue that it's already happened, and we're in the first wave. I'm not kind of calling the beginning because I'm not sure yet. I just want to see the first big kind of impulsiveness, and then I'll have a better idea. But I think this next one is the 3. To the 4, to the 5, and then we are in the higher time frame 3. Now, I don't have a real kind of idea about the target, to be honest with you. It's really hard to know where people are going to sell, and that basically is resistance. But what we've experienced so far are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, haven't we? Right? That's your wave 1. Yeah. There's no other, I can't find any other way of counting this unless you say this was, unless this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was your 1. This is your 2, and that's your 3, and the last one is your 5. That would complete your 3, and you'd be some, it could have that, there could be another way of counting this too. I'll look at the other way once we get to where we are, once we start. Because there is another way of looking at this. For me, this is the most bullish approach, and I'm just putting it in the context of alt season, right? But obviously I'm not 100%, so we have to kind of, I have to reanalyze this. But in terms of targets, well, look, let's just see where our kind of waves. Let's just see where this began. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, it goes up to there, and let's say we started here. Then we have a target of 618. Could it stop there at 12 cents? I don't know. 19 cents. I'm not 100%. I'm not sure. Okay. I just want to see the impulse begin. I'm not sure. Is this all impulsive? These are questions. ABC. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy to kind of, is that impulsive, or is that the first wave? Is that the first wave? ABC correction. Is this the next wave, or are we still correcting? I kind of want to see impulsiveness, so I do wonder if we're still correcting, and we're correcting in a very bullish manner, and that we're putting higher lows and we're actually still going up. Yeah, I kind of feel that this whole thing could be corrective, because I think when it starts to impulse, we start seeing an increase in volume, and so we're not there yet at the moment. And so, I mean, could that be the correction? Could it be that? Could it be to there? Yeah. Anyway, these are questions. I'm not 100%, right? So we'll get there when we get there, and then we'll just see how it goes. So I'll keep on tracking this, and then obviously if anyone has any ideas, then I'm happy to look at them. And then when it comes to the analysis of these Elliott waves, like I said, there's another way of looking at this. It would require the one to have ended here of this last wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Then you have an ABC correction here. That was your 3. And this last one would be your 5. Okay. And so actually, if that's the case, based on that the other way of looking at this, you're going from don't really like it. See, I don't really like it because the fibs aren't really lining up. If that was the 1 and this was the 3, so it'd be 0 to the 1 to the 3, then you could do this and pull that to there. That's to the 1, and that's the 2 to the 3. Then that means that ended, and that was the 3, and this next one would be the 5. It doesn't come back to the 618. It doesn't even hit the 1-to-1. So I'm not crazy about that. Whereas if I do this one, if I do these pulls, if I do it to the 1 here, oops. If I do these ones, 2.618. Look at that. Perfect hit of the 2.618 there to end the 3, the 1 to the 2 to the 3. And then up there to the 5.618, you see it ended at the 5.618. So these ratios are a lot more precise when it comes to where the price hits, and then comes back to the 4.618 for a perfect backtest. So I'm still kind of prefer this count. And the question now is, where does the 2 begin? Where has it begun? I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. Maybe it began here. I'm not sure. Maybe not yet. Like, I'm just looking at it. We're breaking out, but we haven't actually started impulsing yet. So this is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is just a really bullish correction. It's some kind of flat correction, and it's really bullish because the price is just going up and up and up, even though we haven't impulsed. Okay. So sometimes you get zigzag, which goes down. People are taking profit. In this circumstance, if it feels like people are actually buying more, they're accumulating more. So every dip opportunity, people are adding to their TRVL pile, but we haven't yet impulsed yet. And so actually you could end up in a situation where the 2 is actually there. The minute you take the high for a higher high, that's when the impulse begins, and you end up with some kind of flat correction here to go up. Okay, so just based on that theory, if you were to do, it'd be like there to just a flat, then that would give your 618 target. Basically taking out this high here, which would be perfect. That's the high that we need to take out. And it's a perfect alignment, actually. Look, you see that? It's a perfect alignment of that high. The high back in February 23. You see that? It's a perfect alignment if we had a flat correction here. Maybe that's the correct one. Maybe we have a flat, we take the high, and then we start to impulse. Then we're looking for the next wave to take us for a higher high. Okay. Then ideally I would have wanted to go higher. But that won't matter, because if you take out that high, then you've just put in a higher high. And it is foreseeable to come all the way back down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is that 3 would be short. And because that 3 is short, the 5 couldn't be longer than the 3. So you'd have a very defined ending. Yeah. You kind of need the 3 to be much bigger. Need to be bigger than the 1. So we have to see how this plays out. And ideally what you want is the first wave to take us there, and you want basically this 3 to take us past the 1-to-1. Basically we need the 3 here to take us past 23 cents, because then we can have a bigger 5, and that's kind of what we want. We want to be like something like that would be my dream. And you kind of want it to happen by the end of this month. You'd have to go up vertically really for that to happen. All right, that's kind of my TRVL update.